Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The second sitting of the thyroid gland. You're looking here to what happens. The iodinated thyroglobulin is taken by the endocytosis into the follicular cells. And now this sort of a vacuole or the sort of a granules, this combines with the lysosome. Now the degrading enzymes come and they cause the degradation of the iodinated thyroglobulin into T3 and T4, which are being released here to the extracellular fluid in the blood. Regulation, thyroid hormone are released from the thyroid under the control of the thyroid stimulating hormone TSH. TSH is secreted by the anterior pituitary gland and is itself under the control of the thyrotropin releasing hormone. TRH is secreted by the hypothalamus. This is known as an axis, the hormone from the hypothalamus, because hypothalamus is that part of the brain which has got a neuroendocrine function as well. All the stimulating hormones, all the releasing hormones, they are being secreted from the hypothalamus. Now TRH is secreted by the hypothalamus. Control of the thyroid hormone secretion is a negative feedback loop. Binding of the TSH on thyroid epithelia enhances all the processes for hormone synthesis of iodide transporter, thyroid peroxidase and thyroglobulin formation. This happens when the TSH comes and attaches on the thyroid epithelial cells. You're looking here. Magnitude of the TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone signal, sets the rates of endocytosis of the colloid. TSH foster rates of the colloid synthesis, hence more hormone in circulation. And if TSH is decrease in the colloid synthesis, hence less hormone in circulation. You're looking here, the cold exposure can increase TRH release, enhance thyroid hormone release. यहाँ पर आप देखें, this is the thyroid hormones axis. Hypothalamus produce TRH, comes and affects on the thyrotrop cells of the pituitary gland, produce TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, acts on the follicular cells of the thyroid gland. क्या करेगा? It will cause the iodination, the entrance of the thyroglobulin into the follicular cells, and also the enhancement of all the function. Result will be formation of T3 and T4 and calcitonin. अब यहाँ पे नोट कीजिएगा, if what is the feedback, अगर T3 and T4 इनकी concentration the normal concentration को exceed कर जाती है, तो this will set a signal, this will set a message to two places, hypothalamus and the pituitary gland, क्या कि please don't produce TRH and don't produce TSH. Why? Because we are already in plenty. We are already in a plentiful condition. So this is known as a feedback. Product ज़्यादा हो गई तो उनकी जो mother product है या stimulator है, trigger है, वो कम हो जाएगी. This is the negative feedback. Transport of the thyroid hormone. T3 and T4 are highly bound to plasma protein carriers. और याद रखें, प्लाज्मा प्रोटीन कैरियर्स के साथ मिलाया इसलिए जाता है उनकी एक्टिविटी को कंट्रोल करने के लिए, ताकि ऐसे ही इनकी एक्टिविटी जो है वो ना हो ओनली ऑन द टाइम ऑफ अ नीड. जब नीड हो तो फिर क्या होता है, दे आर रिलीज्ड, फिर ये फ्री होते हैं, एंड देन दे आर टेकन बाय द टारगेट सेल एंड दे शो देयर मेटाबॉलिक प्रोसेसेस. मेजर कैरियर इज द थायरॉक्सिन बाइंडिंग ग्लोबुलिन, TPG. इसका लेवल भी देखा जाता है फॉर द function of the thyroid gland. Secondary carriers are the albumin and thyroxine binding pre-albumin. Approximately 99% of T4 bound and less than 0.1% is free hormone. T3 free in plasma, less than 1% more active than T4. और ये याद रखिए कि T4 को भी एक्टिव होने के लिए पहले T3 में मेटाबॉलिकली चेंज होना पड़ेगा and then it will be performing its function. Because of a tight binding to plasma protein, has a long half-life. T4 7 days. 7 days. Free hormone is what is captured by the target cells and exerts its biological effect before degradation. Increase, see here, increase what happens in pregnancy and decrease in the liver disease in circulating plasma. TBG level change the amount of the TBG bound hormones. TBG level that increases in the pregnancy. जब pregnancy में increase होगा तो गोया hormone will be more and more in the bound form. जब bound form में होगा तो it means free hormone will be less available. However, they only transiently affect the amount of biologically active free hormone because the negative feedback of free hormone on TSH level. Remember, TSH stimulates release of the free hormone. याद रखें, थायराइड स्टिमुलेटिंग हार्मोन का एक ये भी फंक्शन है कि वो रिलीज करता है फ्री हार्मोन को फॉर द पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ इट्स फंक्शन. इन प्रेगनेंसी, अ फॉल इन T3 लेवल causes a compensatory increase in TSH level. ये negative feedback है. That in turn will increase production of the free hormone in the circulation. Increased thyroid hormone shuts off TSH, but total free hormone may be higher. Degradation, let's see. These steps occur in peripheral tissues: deiodination and decarboxylation, glucuronidation and sulfonation in liver, excretion into bile ducts, excretion of glucuronide conjugate in the urine. You're looking here, well, I just revised you. This is the cells, follicular cells, and how it happens. Thyroglobulin कहाँ बनी? एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम में. ये secrete हुई, बाहर आ गई. यहाँ पर iodination हुई. फिर again, it has been taken into inside by the endocytosis. Proteolysis हुआ, thyroxine, ट्राइडोथर्मोन रिलीज हो गए इन द ब्लड. यहाँ पर पेनिट्रिन एक सिम्पोर्टर है जो आयोडीन को भी लेता है और सोडियम को भी लेता है. दिस इज द सिम्पोर्टर फॉर सोडियम एंड आयोडीन. द आयोडीन इज बीइंग टेकन, नो इट कम्स अटैच टू द पेनिट्रिन और इसको बाहर फेंकता है जो थायरोग्लोबुलिन के साथ अटैच करके ऑक्सीडेशन करके आयोडीनेशन करके एक कॉन्जुगेट प्रोटीन बनाती है. यस, thyroxine T3 to T4. T4 is the dominant circulated form from the thyroid. However, most of the T4 secreted by the thyroid is metabolized to 3T. जैसे मैं पहले भी बता चुका हूँ कि metabolic form जो है वो T3 है. Deiodinated at the 5 or 5 position, 5 prime or 5 position in the peripheral tissues to either T3 or are reverse T3 inactive. Since T4 is primarily converted to T3 that has a higher affinity for thyroid hormone receptors, sometimes T4 is considered a pro-hormone of the T3. This is a more elaborated. Ratio of T3 to T4 is 5 to 1 in circulation. Potency of T3 to T3 is 1 to 10. T4 is converted into T3, the active form of the thyroid hormone, by two enzymes called deiodinases. Deiodinases. Yes, deiodinases. There's a set of enzymes. The deiodinases are selenium-containing enzymes that are used for synthesis of the active form of the thyroid hormone, T3. The deiodinases also catalyze the inactivation of the various forms of thyroid hormone. There are 3 types of the deiodinases as follows: type 1 deiodinase, type 2 deiodinase, and type 3 deiodinase. You're looking here. What happens? Thyroxine, type 2 deiodinase, क्या कर रहा है? Triiodothyronines. Type 3 deiodinase, you are getting the reverse T3. And the type T3 deiodinase, you are getting the diiodothyronine. This is how the degradation takes place.